ち着けビビア落ち着けって俺だ
その声は食堂の大将？
顔隠した意味ないだろうが。このバカなんでゴブリンの前に飛び出した。心配かけやがって。今のうちに早く逃げるぞ。
Welcome to the Outcast restaurant. This was episode number 3 we just got done watching, and I'm thoroughly impressed. So I was talking last week in our review of last week's episode during episode 2 of like, I can see the writing on the wall. It's like new customer, new customer comes in. Dennis inserts himself into their life because, they're a customer and, customers talk and stuff, and he finds a resolution, maybe has to save them or something like that. And you can kind of see how the 1-2 punch of the show, and man, my eye, y'all, is so red. I've been rubbing it nonstop, and it looks like doo-doo. Anyways, you can kind of see like the 1-2 punch of what the show is gonna end up being, right? I wasn't sure if I'm gonna enjoy that. I wasn't sure if that's going to be enjoyable. I wasn't sure if that'll get old or stale, but I can happily report that, hey, 3 episodes in, Episode 1 was all about discovering Atelier and bringing her in and saving her and making her one of the, like the face of the restaurant. Episode 2 was all about Henrietta and, finding this quirky, I don't even know what it's like, shielder, shield girl, defense, girl, and the things that happened to her and saving her. And then now episode 3 was about, I think his name is Vivia. And this is a magician, and the magician basically gets taken advantage of. You can imagine in a world of adventures and things like that, people get taken advantage of a lot, and there's a lot of money in it, and there's a lot of just gross things that happen. But they come to the restaurant, and Dennis finds out that this person's gonna go to a level 5, and he's like, they're level 17, like it doesn't matter, like they're gonna die. He's like, I'm really worried, and this person gets duped by other adventurers, and they end up on a level, and Dennis goes and rescues him, and they share a really cute moment, and this person, Vivia, gets shared or gets saved by this girl who's like a ghost who had died as well, and it's just really cute and adorable, and I was really entertained, right? Like they introduced Vivia to us, kind of like a tsundere dude, and they break down his barriers through fried rice. And then Dennis learns about, his adventuring and stuff. And he's like, I'm a little bit worried about this kid. He doesn't seem like he's up to snuff. And he ends up having to save his bacon. And hopefully the next thing is, hopefully they don't introduce too many characters. Because I hope the next thing is he starts taking some of these characters under his wing. And like this one, right, he had a paper bag under his face the last episode. But this one, he showed his face because like the kid put it together pretty quick. He's like, oh, boss, is that you? And he's like, damn, I wore a paper bag for nothing. So hopefully he takes these kids, kids / other adventures, because like Henrietta isn't a kid, and the girl he was working with before, the red hair, I don't remember what her name is, but not a kid. But hopefully he takes the kids and then his other adventuring people that he meets, he starts taking them under his wing, and maybe he forms a party with them, or he's like the leader or the boss, but he doesn't actually go with them. He just kind of like helps them, or I don't know. But I think it would be really cool if that's also explored. Or the show just ends up being like just new customer, Dennis inserts himself, save, new customer, we'll see what happens. But so far, I like it's adorable, it's cute, it's charming, it's fun. And that's the main thing you want from anime is like, dude, I have a fun time watching it. And the answer right now with Welcome to the Outcast restaurant is yeah, it's fun, adorable, and charming. And I don't have any complaints about it, Maybe the only complaint is because it is a restaurant, hopefully we get more like Restaurant in Another World type deals, or Food Wars, to where maybe they give us a little food corn, you know what I mean, maybe like a little like a little bit more focus on the food, I think that would be pretty cool, of just showing his skills and then making our mouth water through the food. Like that's one thing that Food Wars did really well. I know people have a lot of opinions about Food Wars, but they did very much hone in on making the food look bomb. Same thing like, Restaurant of the World, I think it was. And then the a couple seasons ago, they had the other anime of like, the Cook in Another World. And they always represent the food really well. So hopefully they do that here as well too. If not, that's a lost opportunity. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week for episode number 4. Peace.